Talk with my sister.
So excited.
Did you date him or it was just a friendship?
Like you said, elite only.
We're just friends.
None other than Torrez right here.
Girls are talking. The girls are talking. You ever wonder what happened to Latavia, the original Destiny's Child member? She was all a part of Destiny's Child with Beyonce, Kelly Rowland. I believe Latoya Luckett was in the group at the time. If you're a true fan of Destiny's Child, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And she's on the new season of R&B Divas ATL. Yep. Time to jump into this interview. It's TT Torrez on iPad 1821, number one for interactive hip-hop and R&B. And, of course, your official station for Stone Soul 2014. Hi, Latavia.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So glad you're here with us today. R&B Divas Atlanta.
We're every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on TV One.
You, Latavia, used to be in the group Destiny's Child.
Yes.
And things didn't work out with that group. And we didn't hear nothing from you. What happened with your situation?
Me being in Destiny's Child was one of the most amazing things that has ever happened to me in my life. And there were issues with management. And that's solely what the gist of everything was. It had nothing to do with the girls.
Yeah, people automatically assume that there was issues with the girls. I guess because we do live in a society where they want you to have beef with the other girls. They want you and Kelly Rowland not to get along, and they want you to hate on Beyonce, and they want you and Latoya not to get along. Like, it's sad, but that's kind of what our culture has become. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And you know what? As far as my experience, that is so foolish to me, especially because of, like I said, my experience and what I have been through with the girls. Like, it wasn't
that.
As far as what I did.
So can I ask you this, Latavia? When you were a part of the group, was it a sisterhood? Did you guys have that bond?
Absolutely. I tried out for the group. I was 7, about to be 8 years old, and that's when I met Beyonce. Wow. Another 4 years later, I met Kelly because we were friends from school, and Beyonce was friends with Latoya from school. So, no, they were friends. We were friends. I was friends with Beyonce. We all came together, and that's how that happens. Like, yes, it definitely was real.
Did y'all keep in touch after the group broke up, or... Because there was so much in the media at the time, or did y'all go your separate ways?
It hurt. It was like a marriage, that just ended abruptly. So that was like, it was pretty awful for me. And I'm pretty sure it was awful for the girls as well. But I've seen the girls since then, and since everything went down, we've seen each other. It's been the utmost love and everything like that. Latoya was at my baby shower. She came to the hospital after I gave birth to my daughter. So it's been good. We were kids, and we're adults.
Yeah, and
now,
some people still are stuck in that phase that you guys left. Like, some people are stuck there, I guess, because they never had closure. So they can't imagine you being a 33-year-old woman now, right? Is that correct, around that age range?
I'll be 33 in November.
Right. So they're stuck back when you guys were 17, 18, 19. Yeah.
Yes.
With no closure. It's like a boyfriend who left you and didn't tell you why. Why you leave me,
Right.
But there were some rumors that you, Latavia, turned to drugs and alcohol. Were those rumors true?
After the group ended, and it had nothing to do with Destiny's Child in particular, I did turn to alcohol as far as my substance abuse. And I love the simple fact that I've been able to be, a part of TV One and R&B Divas, to be able to express to my followers and my supporters, what really, really, really went down. It wasn't that. I started to listen in my head a lot. My childhood caught up with me, a lot of things that I went through, and I started to try to self-soothe.
Yeah.
I must admit, I got help.
Yeah.
And I got down to the reason,
your trigger.
Yes, what it was. A lot of times they say it's not what you're eating, it's what's eating you.
Yeah.
And, I realized that, no, I'm not responsible for a lot of things. But then I also had to point the finger back at myself to say, well, you did play a part in this. So that person, once I was able to confront so many things, I'm able to look in the mirror nowadays, and I love the person that stares back at me. I'm in a really good place right now.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, Latavia, is one thing about pain, whether you deal with it now, later, 10 years from now, whatever, that pain, that experience will be there waiting for you whenever you're ready to deal with it. So some people self-soothe thinking, okay, if I drug myself, if I drink myself to death, or that's how I'm a cope. That's how I can run from whatever these demons are that I've never really dealt with. How long did you go through that dark space where you were addicted to alcohol? And then how long have you been sober and clean?
That space that I was in, it was in my early 20s. And, I worked steps in the program and all of that. And, my sponsor definitely told me, she said, if you can go and you can have a couple glasses of wine and you can walk away from the bar, she was like, you don't have a problem. She was like, you need to get down to the nitty-gritty of what was really eating you up. So I'm an adult. There were years that I did not have any alcohol or anything, but like I said, I have my glasses of wine and everything like that every now and then, and I am somebody that is not using that as something. I socially drink. It's just amazing, like how you grow in situations like that.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: being that you, Latavia, are now back in the spotlight doing reality television and things of that nature. How do you see yourself balancing the space that you're in and not getting caught up in the superficialness that this industry and this television and things of that nature can bring? Because you already know, because you experienced it as a teenager.
Absolutely. When it was happening to me, I was not in the public eye.
Okay.
So I got a chance to
heal,
live, and really, really, really deal with it without a camera being pinpointed on me for, every single thing that, I was going through and everything that I was dealing with. So that has made my experience as far as that stuff goes a lot better for me. And I'm grateful to God that, my situation has played out the way that it has.
On that note, let's take a quick break. Everybody, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Latavia, formerly of the group Destiny's Child, and now she's on the new season of R&B Divas Atlanta. And you can check her out every Wednesday at 10 p.m. on TV One. We'll be back at Side Power.
It's Girl Talk with my sister.
So excited.
Did you date him or it was just a friendship?
Like you said, elite only.
We're just friends.
None other than TT Torrez right here.
All right, welcome to the show. It's Girl Talk with me, TT Torrez on iPop 921, number one for interactive hip-hop and R&B, your official station for Stone Soul 2014. All right, so if you are just tuning in, we're talking to Latavia, formerly of the group Destiny's Child, and of course, she's on R&B Divas Atlanta, which airs on TV One every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Now, why did you decide reality television was the route for you? Did you try to get back in the music industry? And because I had read somewhere that you were kind of blackballed, but I don't know if that's true or not.
The reason that I went with reality TV, I always said that, I wanted to definitely be able to be somebody to be able to show my truth. And what people will see as far as me on R&B Divas this season is that I'm very, very, very raw.
Yeah.
I'm very, very, very raw this season as far as what it is that where I've been in my life and what I've gone through. And, people try to misconstrue, a lot of things, but I wanted to be somebody that was very transparent. I've been gone for a long time. The people that have supported me, I wanted to give them me. It was time.
It was time.
God must have brought this back around for a reason.
Yeah, maybe it was time for you to share your story, because I believe
Absolutely.
that people can learn from this, because this industry will eat you up and spit you out
Yes, it will.
You don't have a clue about what's going on or, what you should be making. Were you knowledgeable at the time of your contracts and money that was going in and out? Because I heard that the mismanagement, and you can correct me if that wasn't true, if this is not true, but what from, the media and what people put out there was the mismanagement came from the finances. Like, you guys weren't seeing the money. Y'all would go to these sellout shows and everything, but y'all weren't seeing the money.
It will definitely be in my love letter, in my book. But my issues were definitely strictly and solely with management. It was definitely business.
Yeah. And knowing what you know now as this 32-year-old woman and not the 18-year-old girl that Beyonce's father used to manage back in the day, Matthew knows. Knowing what you know now, could you have seen this day where he is now fired from Beyonce's management team and kind of outside looking in and not having as much success as he has had in the past?
You know what I do? Ask God to bless everybody that I know and that I love and that I've dealt with and that I've worked with.
Yeah. No, I get it. I totally get it. Will we be hearing any new music from you, Latavia?
Let me tell you something. Something that is so crazy is that, my position, I find myself in a different space this season on R&B Divas. I'm the different diva. I'm a different diva in so many ways. I'm the diva that is like, I've been through so much in this music industry, and I respect everything that the other ladies are bringing to the table, them with their record deals, and them wanting their record deals, and them all of that. I totally respect it, but I'm the person that has had a chance to be like behind the scenes and, all that. And, there's a certain part of the music industry that has left a bad taste in my mouth. Okay. So I'm the diva that is trying to figure out, do I want to jump back into this crazy world music industry? Like, do I want to do it? There are so many other things that I'm aspiring to do. So, I'm a different diva in my own right.
So what are some of the things you are aspiring to do?
I'm an advocate speaker for breast cancer awareness. My mother is a survivor. We're working on a cookbook, a Creole cookbook, and all the proceeds will be going to breast cancer awareness. I'm working on a preemie line of clothing for young girls. My book, my love letter, and I've been getting a lot more into my acting. And then I've also just started being in touch with a campaign right now, Saving Our Daughters, the Yell campaign. So, it's just a lot of things, mothers reaching out, to promote great relationships with their daughters, because one of the biggest projects that I've had to date is giving birth to my daughter.
Yeah. And every girl needs a Shiro in their life. Every girl
Absolutely, because Beyonce is mine.
Yeah, and people don't, and you know what's crazy is people don't want that for you. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want that. They want you to hate Beyonce. They want y'all to have beef.
I don't know why.
Because it's the culture that we live in, because you know what it is? The more successful a person becomes, they feel like that you have to be envious of that. And it's hard.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Every single project that all of the ladies have done, from Dangerously in Love up until Kelly Rowland, up until Latoya Luckett, I have supported the ladies so much. I have the utmost love for them. Like I said, we were friends. It was real. Contrary to what people might ever believe, I love those girls, and everything that they do, I promote it as much as I possibly can. I am so proud of every last one of them.
Good for you. So what's going on with you and Deb Atney? Is she helping you with some of these projects? Waka Flocka Mom, I saw she Instagrammed a picture of you and her in her office.
Yes, I met her yesterday, and we're talks about some things. Everybody needs to keep their ear to the street to see what's going to happen there. It was wonderful meeting her.
Girl, you look good too. You were nice and slim and trim, and you just had a baby.
Thank you. Yes, I did. She just made 8 months on the 21st.
Damn, how did you get that snap back so quick?
Jesus is on the main line.
Damn! I'm looking at your Instagram like, boy, oh boy, she got that snap back quick.
Hallelujah.
Well, listen, I wish you well on everything. Everybody is Latavia, of course, her show R&B Divas Atlanta airs every Wednesday night on TV One.
You know, the last thing that I want to say, I just want everybody to follow me on social media, for Instagram and Twitter at I am Latavia. Go to hit me up on Facebook at /official Latavia. Hit up my website, LataviaRoberson.com, and for any bookings, hit me at booking@LataviaRoberson.com.
Wow,
Boom.
she got to go it on. Boom, bam. Thank you so much for being so transparent and open in this interview. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.
Okay, bye-bye, Mama.
Bye-bye.
Everybody give it up for Latavia, former Destiny's Child group member, and now she's an R&B Diva Atlanta, which airs every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. on TV One. Okay, coming up next, the hard drive at 5.